Hello, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Another beautiful Monday morning where we are, and hopefully where you are too. We're happy to be with you this morning on Mommy's Block Party. Thanks for joining us here on Facebook Live. I'm Andrea Witt, the CEO and owner-founder of Mommy's Block Party, and I am joined by Coach Paula Bohland of Paula B Coaching. Coach Paula is with us every Monday morning for Mindset Mondays. We kick the week off, get everybody started off on the right foot with how to have a fabulous day and continue that on through the week. And Coach Paula is a master business coach and mindset coach, and she is here with us every week to share some fabulous tips on how to stay in the right frame of mind, and also how to get what you want out of life, out of business, but just really how to live your best life, have fun, make money, work less. All of these things are possible. I'm experiencing all of these things right now and very excited to talk about that with you. Last week, we started talking about Moolah. We started talking about money, 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 and we had such a great conversation. We wanted to carry that through this week, right, Coach Paula?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Money's one of those things that not a lot of people like to talk about, but we were talking about it last week, and so many of you joined in the conversation, and you were chiming in with your thoughts about money and your fears about money, which we loved and talked about a little bit. But this week, Coach Paula, we are talking about happy money. Happy money. Before we get started here with all this wonderful stuff that Coach Paul is going to share with us, just want to invite you all to join the conversation. Let us know that you're here. Ask your questions as we go along. And if you could just chime in and say hi, we would love to hear from you. And also want to know what happy money means to you. Tell us what happy money means to you. We want to know what your thoughts are on that as we go along. All right, Coach Paula, we got a lot to talk about today. Let's go. Let's get happy about money.
Yeah, well, another Moolah Monday. Woohoo! So yeah, it's so fitting that we talk about moolah or money or whatever and mindset together, because if your mindset isn't there, the money isn't there either. And one of the things that I hear all the time when I coach people is, I've been trying this for years. I try to do stuff. I try to think about money. I try to get my mindset right. I think it's right, but the money's still not coming. And so, we have to sometimes do some stuff about how you're thinking about it. And there's some stuff behind the scenes that could be running in that beautiful, beautiful head of yours that could be pushing money away, actually. And so we think we are visualizing what we want. We think we got it all set up, but sometimes some of those old stories and old messages just keep it away. And so I want you to kind of not feel like you're doing anything wrong, but I want to keep giving out information so that you can blast through what we call those money blocks, those thoughts or beliefs about money, and just relax and receive it, right? So last week we talked about forgetting about the money. How are you going to get more money? And I said, just forget about it. And we talked about, well, how do you do that when you're so, maybe overwrought with how do you pay your bills? How do you get enough money? What are you telling us to forget about it? And I acknowledge that seems a little counterintuitive, because all of us are taught, look at your bank balance, look at what's going on. And sometimes that reality check that we do gets us more in the bushes or off track than we ever even expected. And so what I suggested is that you go ahead and still have your plans. Know that you want to have $1 million a month, or that you want to pay off all your bills, or you want to sleep all night and worry about money. Whatever your plans are, they need to be more positively focused than negatively focused. So using statements of I want instead of I don't want. And there's a little, I'm going to talk a little bit about that today, because we have such a culture of complaining and such a culture of looking at what's wrong that sometimes we have a hard time even looking at what we do want without and getting out of that what wrong, what wrong, what wrong.
Mhm.
So I want you to go ahead and be clear about what you'd like for your money, and then trust and believe, like we said last week, that it's been heard. It's been heard by source. It's been heard by God. You've said it about a blue million times. It's kind of like your kids when they ask you for that toy, and you've heard it, right? And you know it, and they can just leave it alone because you know they want it. And actually, if they'd leave it alone a little bit more, you'd be more likely to get it because it's annoying you by the way they keep asking and pleading their case. So this is kind of the same way with your money in the message from last week that we shared. So what do you do instead? Go focus on little things. Go get happy. Leave the money story alone. Trust and believe that you've put it out there, that you've said what you want. Now, part of it is if you've only said what you don't want, you need to spend some time turning that around. And it's not a bad thing that you've said what you don't want, because what you don't want is the same end of the same stick. Don't want. So all you got to do is go to the other end of the stick and find out, I don't want to not have enough money to pay my bills, so I do want enough money to pay my bills, right? So we want these statements to be positively focused, and then I want you to get in a better mood, and be relaxed and go outside, walk around, laugh, enjoy your life, so that you can be a little more happier. Because remember, this is part 2. We're getting into part 2 right now. We said last week that money loves a happy mood. And it's so, so true. I don't know if anybody's on here that have experienced that, like just being really upset and crazy, like, oh, I can't sleep. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Freaking out, panicking about money, versus being more relaxed, being more happy, and how you experienced whether or not money came to you. It is very, very likely that if you were all freaked out and panicked and not sleeping at night, that the money situation got harder, because money is an energy. And when you get all freaked out and panicked, and you get upset about money, focused on what you don't want, the energy of that stays away from you. It's like scared of you.
Mm-hmm.
We could go a lot deeper into that. And, I have a little course that you can take, and I would encourage you to go on paulabcoaching.com and sign up for that course and take it, and it'll get more and more into that. We don't certainly have enough time today. I'm also presenting at a summit this week on Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm talking all about money mindset on Friday morning at 10 o'clock. So you can sign up absolutely free and be part of that. So I would encourage you, whatever you can do and whoever you can be around, to be in the happy money space, to get in a good mood about money, and really just forget about it for a little while and enjoy your life. That's going to be better. But the more you learn to kind of control your thoughts instead of them controlling you around this or anything, it's going to be super helpful. So today I'm going to talk about the concept of happy money, because money loves a good mood. So we want you to get in a good mood. And if you think about money maybe even being like a friend, right? How many people here think of money as a friend? Do you think of money as a friend or a foe? Money as a friend or an enemy? Or do you like kind of fight with it and wrangle with it and feel like it doesn't understand you and you don't understand it? And like we talked about last week of it hiding in the trees, like the Keebler elves were hiding it all. Yeah. I mean, how do you think about your money? What we want to do is get in the concept and idea of thinking about it as your friend. And so you could even like make up this little character that you call, Mr. Money, Mrs. Money, whoever, and just interact with that money friend if you want to, an imaginary friend. Your kids have imaginary friends, so why not you?
Yeah.
Just interact with that. Why not? You can interact with that friend, but I'm going to tell you some concepts. There is a man named Ken Honda. He is one of the richest men in Japan, and he has written more than 50 books about the concept of what we call happy money. And he actually calls it the arigato method of dealing with your money. And arigato in Japanese means thank you. Okay. And so Ken Honda set out to interview millionaires all over Japan to find out what their secret was. And what he found over and over and over again from these like big time millionaires is that they had a very happy relationship with money, that money was essentially their friend. And they did some specific things with money that seem to build money up, seem to make your wallet happy, seem to make it certainly made them happy. So they use that. And so he wrote a lot, and you can go look him up. It's Honda is spelled just like the car, and you could listen to some of his stuff or read some of his books. But the concept of happy money is that, like we said, money likes a happy mood. So when you are spending money, you thank your money. You thank your money before, like say you go to Starbucks and you go to buy, or you go to, some coffee shop, some small coffee shop or anywhere, and you go to buy something while you're getting ready to pay. Before you do it, literally to yourself, you can say it out loud if you want to, but to yourself, thank the money. Thank the money for being there. Be thankful for the coffee. This gets into last week's conversation about having gratitude. So it's kind of a sneaky way to get a little bit more gratitude in there. And what it does is it puts out an energy from you. I don't know if you've ever been in this place. I have, where I've been in the grocery store and gotten a panic before about money, and actually put groceries away because I was in such a panic. And when you're in that state, you're pushing it away. You're in, money's not happy with you and you're not happy with it. You're kind of fighting with it. So when you thank your money as you pay, you're getting in more of a friendly relationship with it. And then the idea is it can flow with you better. So as you get ready to pay, arigato, thank you. And if you can think about it this way, I mean, sometimes we feel grumbly in our belly and we feel scared about it, but think about it this way. Every time money goes out from you, it is going to benefit somebody else.
Yeah.
It's going to benefit that business, their kids. If you're spending money, you're taking care of somebody else's kids. And none of us would say, I don't want to help other kids out, right? You're helping the community because money flows around and goes around. So anytime you are out spending or paying a bill, you are helping the whole society. You're helping a kid, you're helping the community, you're helping a business, you're helping other people because they're receiving it as you give it. So you want to be, hopefully friendly with that experience, right? Instead of being mad about that experience. And so the more that you can do that, the more that money is going to come back to you because other people are going to want to help you as well. The other piece about it is to think through when you pay your electric bill or you pay for your car or you pay for your house, that company has given you the privilege of living there or using that service in advance of you using it. And you're paying the bill is basically thanking them for trusting you and thanking them for providing that service for you, thanking them for the warm bed, the warm roof over your head, the car that you can drive to the beach or the mountains or, to your job or whatever. And you got it in advance. And some of us wouldn't be able to obtain such items. Hey, Peter just signed up. Such items if we didn't have those relationships and those banks and those services that allowed us to have it in advance. Just think about how your life would be if you had to go down to the utilities commission or whatever and prepay for your electricity for the day or prepay for your water for the day before you could take a shower. So there's a little bit of gratitude that you have that, or you could have that gratitude. And I'm encouraging you to have that gratitude and that happiness that you have that experience with the water, with the utilities, with your car, with your house, as you pay those bills, and literally say thank you. And then know that even if it's a big company, we think, oh, the big guys are taking all the money. Well, there's people that work in those companies, and they're people just like you and me, and they're taking care of their families and they're taking care of their, space. And, so it's a whole continuum. If you can get in a happy relationship and a gratitude relationship with it, it's a different energy, and it's a different relationship. So you want to get thankful as you spend. Now, the other side of that is, and most of us are already like this, although some aren't, when it comes in, when the money comes in, being thankful too, and taking a moment to thank it, right? I mean, in my life, one of the mistakes I used to make with money is I would receive the whatever the income is, and I still do it sometimes. None of us are perfect. By the way, if you ever meet somebody who's a coach or somebody who's teaching a course or teaching something, and they claim that they have it all figured out and they're all good and all right, run from them. None of us are perfect. All of us are human. Every single coach I know is human and dealing with their stuff. Every single person. I don't know one person who doesn't have money issues. I've even interviewed very, very wealthy people trying to figure that out, kind of the same as Ken Honda. And all of them had issues and have issues and are working through their issues. So I still, have stuff that I'm working through, and being able to speak about this with you guys really helps me. It helps like settle it in my stomach and get it right again and get it in my head and use it, right? So we have, we said we don't like to talk about money. We need to talk about it. As women, we need to talk about it. It has a power and it has a purpose, and being friends with it is super, super important. So back to receiving the money and being grateful about it. There were times in my life where I would get the money and immediately be relieved that I could pay the bill, or I could go to the grocery store or buy a present for Christmas or whatever. And then my little story would be like, oh yeah, but this is going to go away. This is going to go away so fast. I'm not going to. And then I would get out of the happiness and the gratefulness, even when money was coming in. And I still do that. And that's another form of not being friends, not being happy money. and it pushes that energy of give and take away. Right? So even when it comes in, we want to take a moment to thank it and think about, what you did to receive it, what other people did to give it to you, all of that, and be in that relationship. So I hope this is making sense. I don't know if anybody else is feeling a little bit more happy with their money or making a pledge to be in happy mode. But this is kind of the core concept of the happy money relationship. Is money likes a good mood, and you want to be happy when it goes out and happy when it comes in, and just be in a good relationship with it. And if you can't do that, forget about it. Go enjoy your life in a different way. Go, it doesn't mean your prayers haven't been heard or what you want isn't going to happen. If you can leave it alone, if you're that grumpy or upset or freaked out or panicked about it, it's better to leave it alone, like we talked about last week, and go enjoy the little things in life. Go, what I call, go general instead of specific about the money. Go generally enjoy your life. Like, I like rocks, I like flowers, I like driving my car, I like drinking coffee, whatever it is. All right. So I've said a lot. I don't know if you have any comments on that, Andrea. I've got a couple more things I wanted to say. And guys, I teach this stuff every day. Got a couple of people on with me right now that follow me, and they are interacting in this way with me. I'd love to hear their comments. Again, go to Paula B Coaching. You can get all kinds of, information on this. You also follow me on my YouTube channel. It's also Paula B Coaching. Free stuff, putting out free videos about it. And I just put out one about getting clear. You have to be clear about what you want so the universe can bless you, so you can get it, so you can have your prayers answered. If they're not clear, they can't be answered. So there's a really nice video out there I just did down at the beach this weekend about how do you get clear, making sure you're in clarity. But anyway, I wanted to stop for a minute, and I see Linda join us. Hi, Linda. About, kind of your concepts and your ideas about this too, Andrea, because I've been speaking for almost 20 minutes nonstop.
Yeah, no, that's so good. That's great. I've just been following along. Hey, everybody who's on. Hey, Ramona and Richard. So good for you guys to be on here with us today. No, this is such a good topic, especially for me, because this has been something that I have struggled to grow into most of my life being, just being taught that we don't talk about money. We don't ask. We try not to worry about it. When you're getting on in adulthood and you have more and more responsibilities just coming and coming and coming, it can be so easy to get bogged down by that. Where's it coming from? And then once it's here, like you said, and this is the trap that we fall into the most. Now that we have it, it's going here, 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 here. And the list just goes on.
And then you can get really grumpy too. Like you can get really mad at it. Why can't I keep
Yes.
it? It just feels like it all goes away. Ah!
Yes, yes. But having that trust that it's spent and it's going to be replaced makes such a huge difference. Such a huge difference. My husband will come home and, we share financial control, which is great. Not just one person in our household managing finances. And a lot of couples do operate that way. And my husband and I, through the years, have flip-flopped who handles what and who doesn't. But we found it's easier if we just share everything and we're very open with where things are going and what's coming in because we have separate accounts. But what's hard for my husband is getting out of that grumpy Gus, that grumpy Gus mentality, especially around the first of the month or the last of the month, even though we've got, pay coming in, income coming in between, how you have everything spaced out throughout the month. But we work so well together now to get each other to a very clear and calm space when we're talking about money. He'll start worrying about it, and I'll say, but you paid this out and here's what came in the meantime. Here's what happened in the meantime. And just having that conversation and talking about it instead of squelching it and wondering and worrying about what's going to come next makes the biggest difference in our lives, in our marriage, and also for our children. I took my kids grocery shopping yesterday, and it's always hectic shopping with an almost 10-year-old and a 4-year-old who's too big for the shopping cart anymore. And they're asking, mommy, 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 and throwing things in the cart. Can we this? Can we have this? And usually I'm like, no, come on. We don't need to spend almost $5 on that. Are you kidding me? No, no, no. But yesterday I gave in, on a couple of things. And I said, okay, all right, sure. If we spend $5 on that this week or this week, it's not going to make a huge difference. And that made them so happy just to be able to do that one little thing for them. And like you said, Paula, just thinking about everyone else who's benefiting from those purchases also makes a big difference in your heart and in your mind.
Yeah. And I would encourage you, as you kind of open up, like even during those shopping experiences, to thank yourself and thank the money. Thank you that I can provide this for the kids, or, I'm making the choice. I know I don't have to, and I have choices today, even.
Right.
Thank you. That kind of constant, relationship and happy money or gratitude, whatever you want to call it, is so helpful. And you guys may think this is all hoodoo, but I'm telling you, it is tried and true. And if you're having trouble with your finances, or you can't get to where you want to go, follow this stuff. We know it works. Try something new. You've tried it the other way. Why not do something new and open your mind a little bit? It's really going to help. I'm telling you, it's going to help you feel better. It's going to help your finances come better. It's going to give you good energy. It's going to give everybody around you a little bit of relief because you won't be so grumpy. Money loves a happy mood. There's just not much more we can say about it. The other thing I want to put out to you before we have to end, and by the way, I am loving this Moolah Monday.
Yeah.
I'm going to change it to Moolah Monday and go on and on about the money situation and have people there's so many exercises that I could do with you all, because sometimes when you're stuck in that idea of, oh my God, what am I going to do? Telling yourself to get grateful or telling yourself it's still going to come is really hard. And it seems like BS that we would even say that, right? And so there's some things you can do and some exercises you can do. You can look at the story that you've got running in the background in your head, and you can listen to that story, and you can make a choice to change that story. If the story might be, oh my God, it's all going to crash, I'm going to lose everything. You can go, wait a minute, that's a story I'm telling. I haven't lost everything yet. And you could tell that story. Well, it's, things are working out. I haven't lost everything. A lot can happen in one day. It's all, Paula told me about this happy money thing. I'm trying a new thing. You could do all of those kind of things if you listen to that story. That's one exercise you can do. There's lots and lots of those. And there's ones you can do that'll get you out, like, not from way down here in what I call in the pit to where you want to be on, wee, happy. Sometimes you have to take steps and kind of chunk your way out of a pit when you can't jump out of it, right? And so there's some exercises you can do, and you think the next better thought and the next better thought and the next better thought. So there's tons we can do about this, but there's one thing that's so important, and that is for you to start investing in yourself. And what I mean about that is, Peter's on here. I don't know if he's still on, but he talks about self-care, this happy money thing. You're feeling valuable. You're feeling worthy is part of the happy money thing too, that you're feeling it like you're, yeah, it's going to come because I'm worth it. Yeah, honey, I'm worth it. And so you investing in you, taking care of yourself, spending some money so you can learn new things.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it is, you could spend $25, $30, learn something new, get a book about it, whatever. And, come somehow spend an hour. And Linda just said, hang out with my tribe.
Yeah.
Learn how to express gratitude. And that's free. Come hang out with my tribe at Paula B Coaching on Facebook, or on, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That stuff is free. But finding places where you can learn this stuff and grow and invest in yourself, and not only tell yourself, oh, I can't, or someday I will. When I have the money, then I will. It'll never work out that way. It'll never work out that way. You need to start where you are right now, and you deserve to start where you are right now. You deserve to be happy right now. You deserve to take care of yourself. You deserve to feel fulfilled. You deserve to feel hopeful that money is coming. And all of these techniques are about that. So I encourage you to invest in yourself. That is such a huge deal. And it means invest in your time, invest your money. And I'm not necessarily talking only about putting your IRA account together or savings. I mean, that's okay too, and it's important, but you're such a bigger story, and happy money is such a bigger story than whipping yourself into shape and putting 10% of your income into savings.
Yeah.
We want to be balanced. We don't want you to just go out and take a credit card and blow out, $10,000. We want you, happy money is about balance. Happy money is about, receiving and giving. Happy money is about feeling okay about it. So, but it is also about you feeling okay about you, and you investing in you, and you investing in new ideas and new thoughts. I cannot stress that enough. And I almost want to do another Moolah Monday and talk about the exchange between investing in yourself, investing in yourself mean. So
I was going to ask you if we could.
yeah, we got it. Next week we'll remember it. Last week I was with you guys. I got to tell you the truth, and I was like, I know, I told him I was going to do part 2, but I can't remember exactly what part 2 was supposed to be. So I thank goodness I watched the feed again, and I remembered. So part 3 is going to be investing in yourself. How investing in yourself will pay off in millions. You want $1 million? Invest in yourself. Invest in learning, invest in being around other people who are doing this. Invest in, instead of being in competition, when you see somebody who's doing something, learn from them. All of those kind of things. So we'll talk about that next week. You guys go get your friends, your mothers, brothers, sisters, get everybody in here. This is so important. You can change your life today. You can change your financial life today. Go be happy with your money. You can change it today. Somebody say today. You can do this.
Hey.
You don't have to live in fear and that panic. And I've been in it. I know Andrea's been in it, and we're learning new ways. And we want to be here with you. That's what this is about. Okay. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Paula B Coaching. on YouTube. Watch the videos. I'll go make, you know what? I'll go make another one today about this. How about that? You'll have one there.
Wow.
And then, you know, go sign up for courses, get books, whatever. Not only about investing your money, but investing in you, learning and being good and feeling good, and do the happy money thing. Thank it when it comes in and goes out.
Yes, it is so worth it. I've been doing this with Coach Paula on and off for, well, not off, on, fully on for the past six months or so, and cannot tell you how happy I am. I have never smiled so much in the past 10 years of my life. I can't remember being this happy, and my kids and my husband are just absolutely loving it. And this has made such a difference. So huge blessing to me, and we know that it will be for you too. Please join us, join us, join us. Come back next week for part 3 of Moolah Monday. Don't miss tomorrow with Coach Paula. Coffee and Tea with Coach Paula B.
And actually, Peter is going to be on with me again as a guest. Peter Scott, he might be on right now, and he's going to talk about going from misery to mastery, how to overcome almost anything. So you got to be there for that.
Yes, you don't want to miss what Peter has to say with Coach Paula tomorrow. All right, and don't forget to follow Coach Paula over on YouTube so you can catch all of these videos and all of her Tuesday videos and many, many more. And hey, we got people jumping on while we're signing off. Hey there, you guys can catch the replay and hear all about what we talked about today for Moolah Monday. Join us next week for our continuation.
Yes, and don't forget, I want to talk about Mommy's Block Party. You know, go to mommysblockparty.com, .co, right?
That's it, mommysblockparty.co. Yep, you can connect with Coach Paula there, and we'll be continuing the conversation there as well. And over on Instagram, drop us a comment so we can know what you thought about today's topic, and we can't wait to chat with you some more next week. Thank you so much, Paula. Love being with you, and we love being with all of you. See you next Monday. Have a great week. Bye, everybody.